Greetings, my friends. I'm exhausted, but I feel also something is moving because I got to the bottom. This is day 9, by the way, and I decided, as I had accidentally deleted a few of the videos before I could upload them, I have decided to come to this flower field, to this beautiful flower field, and just close my eyes and speak what has hit me like a ton of bricks yesterday. And that is, I think that has in many ways controlled my entire life. And that is like that I have in classical patriarchal brainwashing manners, I have actually equated my deep, intense feeling nature with the part of me that has been so victimized and traumatized. They actually became one and the same. And that's why I've been in many ways completely running the further I could from feeling anything. And if obviously feelings came up, and they did constantly in the form of terror and panic, I would shame them into the grounds of no return in classical, patriarchal feelings indicate weakness and giving into the feelings and feeling what needs to be felt basically annihilates you, kills you off, and throws you into the void of no return. So I've kind of like thought, okay, these two things, like the victim and the feeling nature that we all have. We all have a victim, we all have a feeling nature, that actually they are in many ways the complete opposite, because the victim will keep you in the same loop, forever and ever, because there's always like a meta text running, a programming meta text, like, the poor me, the world out there is like hostile, it's not safe, it's, feeling is weakness, whatever it is. I mean, it will actually prevent you from feeling, because the feeling, in a way, it kind of discards of all this, intellectual, the story lining and it just feels, and because it allows itself to feel, it can actually like process things, so that victim gets elevated to a much higher tone, and it can see the bigger picture, why maybe even, it would have opted as a soul into rather challenging circumstances. So I have, and what actually started that, and that is one of the videos that I deleted, was an incident where two incidents. First of all, I was in a yoga class, and for the first time ever in my life, I mean, I was like at the brink of exhaustion, and I started to actually talk to that part of me that is so exhausted, from a very benevolent, very non-pushing, very kind of encouraging, coaching kind of attitude or perspective. Yeah, that was like, checking in, how you feeling, come on, let's try this, and in case that you need to take a rest, which really in these hot yoga scenarios, I have basically the last 20 days I have done this hot yoga, which was very challenging to say the least, because of like the part of me that is feeling so weak has really immense breathing difficulties. And I'm saying this also to amplify that the part of me that is exhibiting superhuman capacities can actually, go on a 120-mile bike ride and get stronger by the mile, and basically is just thriving on like the harder the better. So for me it was really interesting. In that yoga class I managed to actually bring these two parts of me together, and so that was a major breakthrough, because I could see like that little girl, which clearly is the traumatized part, was in deep need for someone speaking kindly to her, rather than pushing her and, shaming her and ridiculing her and actually not paying attention to her at all. So that was the number one thing, that precursor, that whole realization of like, the feeling body and the victim are not the same. They actually, in many ways, the complete opposite. And I'm really gonna emphasize this now because it's so huge, because I think the whole planet is controlled by this, honestly. Anyway, so the second thing what happened, and I'm gonna keep this short now, because I just wanted to do another video, even I had deleted the other two or the other 3 videos that I haven't uploaded to get past this. Oh God, I have failed now, and that's why I have to basically, cancel the whole 1000-day video blog experiment. No, Mona, that has happened, for a reason. You've evaluated the reason. Now course correction, use the information that has emerged from this just as a feedback loop for course correction. That's all that there is to it. So the second situation that happened was on the bike. I'm kind of like, trailing back. It's night already after this yoga class, and I'm on the phone with my brother. Yeah, basically cycling free-handed, kind of, yeah. And without lights, and also jumping the red light when there's this police car coming up on the right hand side and basically trying to interfere in my business. And I'm saying this because, the way how I handled this situation, I was in a state of deep relaxation. There was no survival trauma, because the child within me had been calmed down, and I had been listening to it. I had been taking care of its, intense security needs. And so, it was with me. It was on board. It was sitting... it was sitting as an equal member at the negotiation table. And so there was no panic, and there was also no aggressive Rambo demeanor, which I have been displaying on many, many occasions. Oh, hello! Oh, a little, yeah. Okay. Oh my God. Oh God, it's like little dogs. Where are they? They're not so... They're gone. Oh. They jumped on top of me. Well. Hello. Hello. Now they don't want to come anymore. Well, they're enjoying the view too anyway. And so what I wanted to say, and finishing this off now, I have been on, I don't know, how many occasions I've been landing. Are they coming again? I've been landing in police cells, handcuffed, for jumping the red light. It's always been my business, the red light jumping. Because I challenged police authority from a rather fuck off, babe, I don't do intimidation, go the fuck to Matrix hell, and don't even think you can, bother me with your corporate Matrix sucking, bloodletting, cock munching bullshit. And I was obviously really aggressive. I was really aggressive with them, but internally I was shaken because I never took care of the little girl. So I was this was the first time ever. They didn't even manage to to you know, to anchor themselves, or to step into my reality, because I wasn't having it. And I was very kind, but firmly, you know, expressing you know, my delight that they were making me aware that I have no light. And I do appreciate, I think, I mean, like, you know, it's better to actually have the light on. Certain rules, they make sense because it's common sense. So, you know, I just switched the light on and I basically kept trailing, and they really, like, you know, they just needed to go, because, like, you know, it didn't matter, like, you know, if I would in the past, like, have all these Freeman speeches and blah blah blah, really giving them all the right words about, you know, that they have ultimately no right to interfere. This time it was like, it was going in tandem. Yeah, I mean, like, you know, my mind and my heart and my body, they were really working in alignment. And so, you know, they couldn't get any footing. And it was a premiere for me, and I was proud like fucking Oscar. I mean, and now, yeah, I'm gonna think actually of getting a cat. Maybe not a dog, but, like, you know, a cat. I mean, they just like so happy creatures. Dogs. Maybe I should get a dog. Whatever. Anyway, I'm gonna see you tomorrow, and I say goodbye from the lovely flowers, and yeah, take care of your little children. I will make another video on that, the little children inside of all of us, because they screaming at us, you know, through ailments of various kinds, and God knows what kind of, like, you know, catastrophes are happening now to everyone, because no one wants to pay attention to their inner child, because apparently it's weakness when it's the absence of it. It makes you, I think, super strong. Anyway, see you tomorrow.